I hope you're having a good day. My name's Warcake, and I'm going to be looking at some audio of me playing Team Fortress 2. Sadly, well, mm, at first this is supposed to be a live commentary, right? Like, this is going to be me talking while the game is playing, right? The only problem is that I fucked up the audio to extremes. Um, because I was whispering instead of the normal talking like I am here, the audio was all over the fucking place. You couldn't hear me at all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. The clip starts with us losing first point, and I only got like one life in as Demo Man. Also, you may occasionally hear myself talking because, yeah, after this video, I'm gonna start separating my audio tracks, like Soundsmith said, because even though the fact that for most of the clip you cannot hear me, you can hear the gentlest of little notes of me talking in there. You can never understand what the hell I'm saying, but you always hear me. You just don't know what the hell I'm saying. So after this, I'm gonna start separating my audio tracks. Thank the Lord, right? XSplit XSplit has this feature. I'm gonna give it a few tests, make sure everything's working, because I don't want anything to happen. Anyways, here you'll see that I changed to scout because we didn't have any scouts, right? And there I thought I could possibly get on the roof, and I was gonna use the mad milk to get whoever was able to come through. Now that I think in hindsight, it was probably better that I wasn't able to go there because I would have just sat there and did fuck all. So here we see I'm like, all right, I'm going to throw this mad milk once people start coming through, and then the demo man just tanks the fucking mad milk, and I go, well, shit. All right, I gotta do something. There's a heavy there though. That heavy is shooting a line. I gotta wait. And then I decide I'm gonna come from the side, shoot the mini sentry I saw, and then just run it. And I go straight for the medic, obviously. And I miss about every fucking shot I could, but somehow, I had you can hear me laugh there. I had somehow made the medic still pop despite the fact that I was missing every fucking shot and hitting all the buildings and not him. Uh, and the fact that I was able to make him early pop and not have anyone to bring out, I believe, is what really caused this round, this like these 3 points to take as long as it did. Because if they were able to get momentum, like they do later on in the clip, they're able to roll with momentum pretty well. Here you can see I had switched to medic. Engineer, yes, engineer, not medic. I switched to engineer because I thought, oh, well, shit, it's gone. Then I switched to pyro after I help him do his sentry. So I go in here and I'm like, all right, I'm going to help. And then I'm like, oh, okay. Well, looks like everything's clear. So I go out and there's a heavy on the cart. And I'm already out here, so I gotta go, and I fucking die. I could already tell by that picture alone that yes, they're going to take the next point. It's nothing we can really do about it. So I decide, alright, well, I need to keep them from advancing. How am I going to do this? I'm going to go Demo Man. Demo Man's really good at offense and defense. He's really good at just going between the two. And I tend to run the Scottish Resistance because, yeah, why the hell not? So I start spamming the cart with stickies and pills. Scottish Resistance is great for that. I get stabbed here, and I realized it was wonderful that I got stabbed. Because you know who didn't get stabbed? Our engineer that holds the goddamn cart for probably the next 4 minutes. He alone is the sole reason why that cart stuck there so goddamn long, and he died. Never mind, he just died. Gotcha, good to know. I guess that's why everything went to shit. There's a crit. So I start laying down traps all over the goddamn place. Because I realize, hey, I want to make sure that I make it as hard as possible for the enemy to move forward. So I'm gonna make the entire place a goddamn minefield. Anyone comes near, they are a dead man. And that's why I love the Scottish Resistance. I use it a lot because, let's be honest here, I tend to use stickies as sticky traps. Here, I just absolutely shit on a scout. Heavy comes through, and I'm able to take care of him. We've got a heavy and soldier on the left. Man tries to make a mini sentry, and I go no, and then die horribly to a sniper. So here I'm thinking, oh well, okay, everything seems to be going fine so far. They haven't pushed the cart any. So I'm thinking we might actually be able to do this. Comparative to the first round where it looked like it was a complete clean sweep. Yeah. Also, stickies. I gotta get better at putting those forward with Scottish Resistance. Beyond that, however, I realize, okay, we have this sniper over here, and it looks like he's gonna start being a trouble. I get sent flying, because I was able to jump off of the demo man's grenade and was sent a flying. Thankfully, however, it was clear, and then I go start terrorizing the sniper. I don't manage to kill him, but I do see him running off, which let me know that yes, indeed, we took care of that problem. And then die horribly to a cow mangler. I believe the pyro just went and dealt with that, but we still got Nico, who is over here, the sniper, who's terrorizing my team. Absolutely terrorizing it. Not giving us any breathing room whatsoever. So I decided, alright, well, we gotta defend the card. So I'm gonna just start laying stickies around it and pushing this soldier back by terrorizing him with pills that hit, because that's a lot of his health. And then I get engulfed in flames, go medic, and this dispenser is not built. And I die horribly. And I do believe that this push right here is what started to give them momentum. Because we still... also, what probably didn't help is the fact that our two engineers have sentries directly next to each other. I see that was being sapped and go, maybe I'll be able to get the spy there if I put some sticky traps. And it will be my untimely demise here in a moment here. I go, okay, I can't move forward because there's a lot of enemies, but I gotta take care of this sniper. He's terrorizing our team. So I start just launching stickies over, trying to see how they'll work. I launch another sticky over, and I go, alright, let's see how this works, and then proceed to blow myself up and get shot in the air. You can see everything's becoming much more of a mess, and I go, alright, the demo man's not really doing the job. Besides, we have two other demo men. Pretty sure they can pick up the slack. So I decided I should pick up a class that we don't have, which is a scout. So I go scout. And there's one thing about scout is even if you suck at aiming, you can definitely be a nuisance. That's why I tend to carry the rap assassin, because I can do this. Miss both meat shots terribly, despite the fact that was an unquestionably dead soldier. And still feel like, yeah, I distracted them a little bit. So I jump over the cart, come back over. I'm going to do the same move, just the other way around, so I can get the mini sentry. It's already destroyed, so I go, alright, whatever. And then crit that sniper, absolutely destroying him, and then proceed to get sniped in the head by the other sniper. And proceed to apologize to the sniper for absolutely decimating him with a crit from the scattergun. You might be able to tell a little bit there that I was giggling like a schoolgirl at how funny that was. So I switch over to Battle Engineer because I go, alright, we need more gun. We need as much gun as possible to keep on that cart. because there wasn't any other sentries. I go in trying to defend the cart and die horribly to a mixture of minigun and mini sentry. And my mini sentry, the good little boy he is, does indeed take out a scout, but our soldier is unable to take care of the many people on the cart. And this heavy just starts wailing about. So we're on to the last point, but we were able to hold the second point for quite a while, giving us a bit more breathing room to hold the last point, as we used up a lot of their time in the second stage, not point, second stage, yeah. So my plan here is just to help the engineers. At this time, I did not know we only had one other engineer. I still believed we had two engineers. So when I come out, I put a mini sentry by the front gate because I go, all right, somebody's gonna get killed by this thing. It's gonna get destroyed almost immediately after, but somebody's gonna get killed. And then I realize where the hell is all the other engineers with 20 minutes left, and I go, well, shit, I need to build shit. And I see him come up, and I'm like, all right, well, that means his sentry is over here. Let's go follow him to help build up his sentry, because it's probably a normal sentry. So I put 40 metal into that and head back to my thing. Terribly do this jump, get stuck on the railing quite a few times, and then get back to my dispenser. And then realize this man stole my goddamn metal. So I'm going to take the metal here and make this dispenser. Your sentry is a level 2. You can deal with not having metal for a little bit. So I decide I'm gonna build up this dispenser so that we have an infinite source of metal. I build a mini sentry here, thinking, all right, we got to cover the flank. And just before I leave, I go, that's a terrible position. It won't do anything. Someone's gonna shoot it before they run into it. So I go, all right, let's move it. So I go around and move it. I place it directly next to a demo man who, rightfully so, gets punished by the level 3 sentry gun. So my mini sentry here is quite literally just helping to defend this little place from getting bum rushed. That's why you'll constantly see me building it in a way that makes it so that if someone were to come for the dispensers in the back, the mini sentry would still be able to shoot them. Or at least metal down most their health before they can get around the corner. Not to mention the level 3 sentry. People expect the level 3 sentry up there. That's the only place the engineer places that sentry is up there. So anyone that gets caught down here is just like absolutely fucking surprised by the level 3 sentry. But what they don't expect is a mini sentry directly right after it. Which can rightfully so get quite a bit of damage on them. A spy starts sapping my mini sentry. Personally, not the choice I would have picked. I would have picked the level 3 sentry. And stuck with my guns and made sure that the level 3 sentry was destroyed. Because as a spy, let's be honest, your life is one of destroying. So this spy, I could tell he's free to play. Because he uncloaked in front of me and was like, hey, what's going on in here, guys? So I try to move my dispenser up. Going, okay, we have enough dispensers back here, but I realize that there's no real place to put it. Most of us are there. A couple of stickies go off next to me and scare the absolute shit out of me. We continue to go on. I start pestering the heavy down there. I know that once the heavy turns around the corner, like comes up and the level 3 sentry can see him, he'll get pelted. And then I realize, ouch! Oh god. Where's the level 3? So I realize that the mini sentry there is the only thing that's keeping things covered. So I gotta overextend and make sure nobody's trying to get around or anything like that. My dispenser takes a little bit of damage, but that's fine. It's still doing its work. It's still being there to help. I go rushing in and say, no, get the hell off the cart. Destroy ministry and immediately retreat after I realize I'm next to the cart. I'm overextending as an engineer. Then whatever that happening is there is happening there. So I leave, go a different route. See the scout trying to push up, miss all my shots horribly, and then go back once I realize, yet again, I'm overextending. Let's back it up. Use the fact that we have multiple dispensers to periodically heal myself, and go over here to check for the soldier, and that soldier is indeed dead. So I make sure that the melee sentry's good, and I move it to a place that would make it so that uh, it would cover from the flank over there. Because if the level 3 ever gets built there, we're good. I feel a bump on a spy, start calling it out. I was hoping my pyro here would start spy checking everything, but he did not, sadly. The level 1 sentry's placed on top of that truck, and I think, alright, we're back in a better place. I start helping with this teleporter, making sure it doesn't get destroyed, and even though I cannot save the teleporter on the other side, from the looks of it, I go for it again. Couldn't save the other teleporter. The other teleporter got sapped to shit, but that's fine. We still have the exit, which means at any point, if an engineer dies, they'll just place an entrance. It also means that there's a spy off the middle of buttfuck nowhere doing absolutely dick diddly. So there was a heavy there, and I was afraid that that heavy was going to make a push that would push us back to the next point. Thankfully, our spy came in at just the right time and stabbed the heavy from being able to make a push, along with the medic, effectively killing the duo before it can do its major push. I see the spy and cloak there and go kabang with a shotgun. I'm a Texan man, a southern man. I know how to build sentries, but let me tell you what, shotgun, that'll take someone down real quick. If you shove it real close to them, they're gonna go down. So we see this heavy just kind of appear here. And I go, alright, well, we gotta deal with this then. And he targets, thankfully, my mini sentry and not the good sentry. I start building up this sentry because, well, what the hell else am I gonna do? My dispenser just got taken down by a sticky, happy Dimmelman. And I realize, oh shit, I'm here at a dispenser. My dispenser just got taken down next to it. I gotta be careful because they could take me down. So I'm running around waiting to see a sticky come around the corner and start getting placed near me. So I start trying to upgrade and repair the sentry being destroyed. I upgrade it a little too soon, honestly. And then me and this other sentry just kind of go for it. And then I just rush forward at these soldiers. And I get absolutely bombarded by the fact there are two soldiers there. One with the cowman and one with the direct hit. But thankfully, despite this, we were happily able to keep everything under control. We were able to defend the point just fine. Which means our defense is now done. Yay! Right? Well, now we're on to offense. And oftentimes when I'm on offense, I tend to like to just switch to medic and get an uber charge. And then as I'm healing medic, I realize, hey, that's a crits creek. You know it'd be real great right now? Let's make someone that's both crits and uber charged. They're immortal and they're doing shit tons of damage. The crits guy may die, but that's fine. So I start telling them, like, hey, let's ubercharge the same guy. And then I decide, fuck it, let's ubercharge a heavy. A heavy that's got crits is just insane. So we both start healing the heavy. I wanted to make sure that he knew that I was going to ubercharge him, essentially, right? I would be healing the rest of my team right now, over healing them, all that, but I was a little worried that if I start doing that, I'm gonna lose the heavy, or the ubercharge plan's not gonna work. So once we start taking damage, I ubercharge, getting the heavy out, and the other medic crits the heavy. At least I believe he crits the heavy, because there was a lot of damage there. So we were able to push out the heavy, and the other medic. Oh no, just the heavy died. The other medic is just fine. But we get pushed back off the cart. However, in my opinion, that was a good push because we were able to push back the team quite a lot because of that. So we start pushing back once everybody's all healed up, which only took a little bit of time, about 7 seconds. So we continue onwards. We keep pushing the cart. I keep trying to heal teammates as much as possible. Essentially how I play is I stick medic until I die. Once I die, I'll switch to another class, and then I die. Thankfully, it was me who died, the medic that didn't want to be medic. So I switch over to engineer so I can just start putting teleporters and shit in case our momentum gets dropped. And then I realize there's not a normal loadout. They all have a rescue ranger unless they're mini sentry. So I say, well, damn it, I want normal things. And then I kind of forget that there was still the Eureka effect, but I took it with a silver lining and said, fuck it, we can make teleporters for real cheap. 25 metal. It's real cheap. So I start making teleporters. And I just say, fuck it, let's make a defense. I'm going to make a little room where we can be and use the Eureka effect to go back and get myself some metal. So I do that, and we just kind of win. So just sit back, have a little drink. In the meantime, switch over some stuff so that I can have a much more normalized loadout. Now, the last one is the engineer. Put something in the back line and use the fucking the Eureka effect to be able to just teleport to the teleporter, essentially. So I'm going, alright, let's do the same plan again. We're going to overcharge the heavy, but this time around, I'm not so worried. So I start overhealing all the teammates, making sure everybody's as overhealed as possible. And then I look up the top scoreboard and go, oh, hey, I can see who needs healing. So I start getting the pyro. I realize the spy is down, but I can't find the goddamn spy. Typical. So I just start healing everybody as much as I can, getting as much overheal. I know he's there. I know that's where he's coming out. That's what I got from that. So I decide, all right, I'm gonna go around and start overhealing some people, and then I'm gonna go back and overheal the people over here real quick. And I believe I tried to overheal somebody here out the gate, and almost fucked up the overcharge. Right. So once I start taking damage again, I pop the overcharge to get him out. And I believe my other medic used his crits to start putting some serious damage. Then I see the overcharge and go, alright, I'll see you guys later. Start getting pelted by this heavy. Thankfully weren't killed, so I was able to back up, heal up the other medic. Medic's able to heal me. Yeah, he was indeed using the crit streaks, that's good. Go pester this sniper a little bit, and then get back out of his sightline, because that's a terrible place to be. I start healing people that look damaged, obviously. Do what I usually do when I have the quick fix. Just look for people who are damaged and hurt. And just get them back up to full HP and do that. That's the benefit of the quick fix. The quick fix is not one for holding one person. I use the amputator like it's supposed to be. You use near a cart. And you've got a little bit of safety. You need to make sure everybody's healed up. So here we go. We're just chilling out here, doing things, pushing the cart. I'm still his medic somehow. I still have not died. And I go, okay, there's only one person pushing this cart with me. That's the scout. Medic comes in, helps occasionally. We get engulfed in flames. I go, alright, no worries. I'm a doctor. I go, come on, scout, let's go. We need to go. We get a couple of support from Pyro and Soldier, and I try to get over to this soldier as frantically as possible. Get get scared by the heavy, thinking, oh god, I'm about to get absolutely murderized. Save this pyro from getting backstabbed, and just kind of go in with the uber charge. I see the pyro go back in and go, alright, well, that's a dead pyro. Because we were so damn overextended. But because of how overextended we were able to keep our team on the cart, push it to the final point at in almost one
so
swift
we're going
push
for the
that entire
final
stage
on this.
We now have
you can see
9 minutes left on the clock compared to what the enemy team had.
Buildings as engineer in this little part, so I help out our friendly engineers help them to build as much as they possibly can. If we didn't already have 2 other engineers, I would have stuck with engineer, but I'd say, you know what, medic's always great to help with a push, because Ubercharge is such a magnificent thing. Medic is by far the best class in the game, period. So, there's no other way about it. Ubercharge is just just so extreme. Invulnerability. Nothing can kill you except for maybe a pyro. Or like a real good demo man. Not much is gonna kill you. And they definitely can't kill you if the map doesn't have hazards. If the map doesn't have any hazards, then you're clear. There's nothing they can do. So, we start off, and most of my team goes through here and promptly gets annihilated. I try to ubercharge the soldier, but can't. So I just say, well, screw it. Let's ubercharge the pyro again. And then I see a bunch of shit happen in front of me. I thought that demo man was the enemy, but I couldn't quite tell because everything was ablaze. We start getting pressured by a pyro over to the side here. So I try to make sure everybody stays healed as much as I can. Use the amputator to heal multiple people at once. And I believe I come over here and do the exact same thing. I believe I even catch a spy coming back with 27 health. So me and the other I heal the spy for a little bit. I help the people on the cart. The demo man pushing the cart, although the brave soul that he is, help him push the cart. As you can see, we're having a little bit of... I'm scared, essentially, right? I'm scared that I'm getting backstabbed or headshotted. I'm 70% done with my Ubercharge, but we're pushing pretty good. We're getting in there pretty far. I tried to heal the spy several times over. Just failed to do it up until now. Because even spies could use that. I freak out. I basically piss my pants thinking, oh god, I just did an amputator at the wrong time. I'm about to get absolutely owned. And you can hear me in the recording freak out as I see a spy pull out the diamond bag with crits on it and go, oh god, I gotta get the hell out of here. So I just start pressing the only thing I know how to do, which is press every single key on my keyboard as fast as possible. So I go, alright, this soldier, he's up there. I'm gonna wait a little bit and go. And I just stick with this soldier with the Ubercharge and get him as far as possible. I go, alright, we need to start retreating. So I go over here. Pyro dies, so I know there's enemies there. So I just say, alright, well, I'll just keep healing and then die to a heavy. But thankfully, we were able to keep our momentum on pushing the cart. So we were able to easily push it from point 1 to point finale, winning us the entire set. And that will do us today. Of talking over my own self, audio, and whatnot. Audio is awful, like plumb awful. Sucks. But hey, sometimes that kind of stuff just happens. And I just took the silver lining and said, whatever, I'll just do a post-production commentary on what I was thinking and all that. Kind of like, you know, how Uncle Dan and Mr. Paladin might do it. I try not to keep myself to one game, but TF2 is just an easy game to be able to get 30 minutes out. And I like to make videos that are 30 minutes. So yeah.
This is
TF2. It's a good
the
game.
War
And
Cake
all you
signing
have
out,
to do
and I hope
is
that you
just
have a good day. Good days are
that,
great.
you know, that, yeah, that. Yeah, don't got much else to say. I hope you have a good day. And this is the War Cake signing out.